In this video, we will create mechanical duct systems, generate duct layouts, and perform duct sizing in Revit. Starting with air terminals, VAVs, and an air handling unit, we will create a series of systems. When we select the air terminals, a contextual menu appears in the ribbon. Here we can select the Duct tool on the Create Systems panel and create a duct system. This brings up a dialog box where we choose the system type and enter a system name. Next, we will use the Select Equipment button on the System Tools panel to pick the equipment for the system, and then select Generate Layout on the Layout panel. On the Options bar, we select the Settings button to launch the Duct Conversion Settings dialog. Here, we define the duct type and offset for the duct main in the system. We then do the same for branch duct, setting the duct type with the same offset as the main. We also opt out of using flex duct here. Using the arrows on the option bar, we now cycle through several options that Revit generates and choose the duct layout that best suits our needs. Then we select Finish Layout to generate the system. We see a warning pop up. In this case, Revit is telling us that we need to add an end cap, so we extend out the duct main and cap it using the Cap Open Ends tool. We have just created our first duct system. Moving ahead, we will repeat this for some small offices. Now, let's size the duct on the low pressure side. Starting with the break room layout, we tab select the duct run. On the contextual tab of the ribbon, we select the duct pipe sizing on the analysis panel. A duct sizing dialog appears with the sizing method and constraint settings. We switch the branch sizing to calculated size only. Next, we will select the office layouts and size them all together using the same method and calculations. Adding a system for the air handling unit follows a very similar process. Let's do this in Plan View. Here we select all instances visible in view to grab most of the VAVs. We grab the last one with Control Select. To create the AHU system, we again select the Duct tool on the Create Systems panel and name the supply system. We use the Select Equipment tool on the Systems tool panel to add the air handling unit, and then we select Generate Layout to have Revit generate options for us to review. We find one that is close to what we want, but it needs some adjustment, so we will use Edit Layout to do this, but let's check the settings first. We want the main duct type set to rectangular duct, mitered elbows. In the branch duct section, we set the flex duct to none. From here, we modify the layout by selecting Edit Layout on the Modify Layout panel of the ribbon. We then select a section of duct, and when the move symbol appears, drag the duct section into position. We edit a few of these duct locations, then we select the solutions again, and notice that the solution type has changed to Custom, reflecting our changes. We select Finish Layout to complete the creation of the system. To size the duct, we first select the system and then choose Duct Pipe Sizing from the Analysis panel on the Contextual tab. This launches the duct sizing dialog where we adjust the sizing methods. This time, we change the velocity and select OK. Here we see the duct change size. So if we want to change the transition locations, this is easily accomplished by splitting the duct and resizing the system. Let's switch to a 3D view and see how this is looking. Here we decide to swap out a couple of the elbows by simply selecting them and using the type selector in the Properties palette. Now that we have gone through generating and sizing duct layouts, let's take a look at the System Browser by right-clicking and selecting Browsers, then System Browser. Under Mechanical Systems, we expand the Mechanical folder and Supply Air subfolder. This shows us a list of components we have added, along with the systems we have created for them. Here we will see the VAVs that are connected to the L3 AHU system we made for the air handling unit. If we expand a VAV unit, we see the system we created for it. And if we expand that system, we see the terminals connected to the VAV. If we select components in the System Browser, they highlight in the model for easy navigation. Let's switch to a coordination view and look at these systems with the context of an architectural model. Under the Systems tab, Mechanical Panel, we select the small arrow to open up the Mechanical Settings dialog. This is where duct settings are defined for the project. We select Duct Settings to see a variety of annotative settings. Angles may be set by increments or constrained to be used by specific angles. The conversion settings represent the predefined values we saw when we were generating the duct layouts. Under Rectangular, Oval, and Round, we can choose which sizes to use or to create our own. Finally, under Calculation, we can select our predefined sizing method. Formulas are provided for reference. Autodesk Revit supports the BIM process by making it simple to create and size duct systems.